Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, now Wednesday, number 23 day for this number 3 months for this year 2022. My name is Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonia Governing Council, aka Sense Past King. Great people of the British Southern Cameroons, citizens of Ambazonia, we go start today with big report card we dan comot come from a defense institute for the United States of America. We then bring out a report for assess the situation for inside the Cameroons. That means the Ambazonia and La République du Cameroon vis-a-vis our conflict. But first, the people them for inside the Batibo, they done bury their 3 picking them with Cameroon terrorists. They be kill them for upstation Mendankwe. 3 boys them, 2 from the same family. They be been a mechanics them for Camillon. The boy then be leave their compound for Bamenda Boya Street for inside downtown Bamenda for go visit their auntie where they for up Mendankwe up station. Then go reach for day. It won't be for evening time. Then come out the worker with 2 girls them. As the Cameroon military is see them, not just jealousy, how they see how a boy they shine, they get bad belly, then call the boy them, then drive the 2 girls and where they be deal with them, then beat the boy them mercilessly for over 2 hours. Their body all be torn, their skin, their flesh then be worn out due to the torture where they get them. We don't see images for their skull where you should see them hit them for their head with their back for gun, carry them, move them away from their station and execute them. And after they kill them, as usual, they always try to lie about them. Then lie saying that some person he called toxin an Amber boy. So they want to justify and say they kill them because they believe saying that Ambazonian fighters them. Even if some person he be actually called them, it not be possible say they would leak the information for public, say some person he called them. And even if somebody he be suspected as a fighter, once that person that already be arrested, any proper military man where they respect people their right, he need for investigate the person, interrogate the person, send the person for court meet and try them. But then carry out extrajudicial killing. When not even lie, not be even extrajudicial killing, not just terror. They want not just genocide, then kill the boy them simply because they see an Ambazonian boy them, they work fine peacefully, dress well, then just jealous, kill them because of their identity. Now the killing this way they go on for our country for the past 4 years since Pobia declared this war against our people them. This one na pure terrorism. There is no justification. We don't see him repeat itself again and again. And the Cameroon SDO for they come, the Cameroon commissioner then come for they not arrest those military men, then just try for cover up and for force the family member for sign document where they could use them for justify for in front of the international community for them to get away with this type of crime. This is not tolerable. We will never accept such normalcy. We must take measures both collectively and as a force to make sure that this particular unit, they don't have this as an impunity. A reprisal will be organized as such. The anger at our base, at the population, is too much. We cannot guarantee the safety of any Francophones within our land at this moment because of the anger of their soldiers coming and killing our people for nothing, for no reason. According to information, now only one Ambazonian will be amongst the Cameroon occupation military the way they be there for day. Now only he be the fit talk English before the one kill them, he move aside because he be done be frustrated, for he intervene. One go the one that say why an Ambazonia go still even serve as a Cameroon occupation forces. They see people the way they kill them in this manner.
All the time. And all the time. The Lord is good. In everything we give thanks to God. All our pastors will come out here and give us a short prayer while we go to the village.
So they don't carry the corpse, then go down for the village. The terrorist occupation force, they seize, they body them, and they release them in a controlled manner to prevent our population for rise up and for protest against such killings. For another side, for instance, Ambazonia, video they circulate for some woman them where they march, they protest, they go for some Ambazonian camp. We nobody yet locate the exact location where this video will be taken, where the woman they protest against Ambazonia camp. probably because of excesses. And would then the one Ambazonian, all Ambazonian fighters them for make sure say me they need to carry out excesses against our people. But this one no fit justify this treason. Now treason during a wartime make any people then rally for go drive Ambazonian fighter them without going through the necessary step, because leadership then they for address any type of excesses. This now the reason why we always insist for command and control, and for the need for other group them, not for just the pay boy them meet and go fight without assuming the responsibility for monitor and set the proper code of conduct and manage the group like a force. Now why that for the ADF would make sure say we get discipline for all of our forces, and would insist for discipline for all our forces in everything we do. We would want for remind our public, me they remember what will be happen for Babanki, how La Republic they become pay some people that for village, they become up for Yaoundé, they come instigate some women for village, bribe them, fool them, make them protest against the Ambazonian forces the way they be for that area. That forces they be in an IG group, could be they no be done even they no be get no contact with the IG whatsoever, they no get no instruction, they be done begin to go wayward, will be done come inside for help them rehabilitate and resolve the problem. They don't get good relationship with their population. But due to that protest, a lot of people they be done die because of that. And fine. So they advise our population never for go down this road, and for always know, say people then they way they work with La Republic for Yaoundé, where they come with money, they take advantage for any complaint where they regarding any actions or misactions, misconduct of any Ambazonian fighters, for instigate people they meet and rise up against the fighter them way na selfless individual where they don't sacrifice their life for live inside bush for make sure say our country if we get chance for live free and for fight for the future generations and many more generations to come. So fighters are very, very important asset we have in our country to secure our freedom and the hope for free Ambazonian for the next generation. So that means no man go through way to where they go. We'll never see the same women them organize themselves, protest against Cameroon killing of our innocent people, Cameroon doing kidnapping for ransom in the name of arresting people for any reason or no reason at all, taking them to their stations. Now the people in that way, now they cause this war, now we need to focus our anger for them. For the meantime, my office will be available, and office of the various officials for the Ambazonian Governing Council will be available for always come in there and take the leadership to resolve areas in all localities as we don't always do them, and we will continue to do them. We always need to get appreciation for the forces, their sacrifices, and with how important them be for our nation for we forget a survive for we for survive. The only reason we do for the mess we deal with them now because we no be get soldier the way they stand up for fight, or now because leader them at that time they no be bold enough for generate the fighter they made them fight the way we then they. We be see say La Republic be that infiltrate we should take the leader way lead we. Jongu Foncha it be na a francophone. We can take over our chair. We will need to make sure say we will learn from the history, and we'll make sure say make no group they not be controlled by individual the way they be incompetent. Some of them when I even like francophone them, then they for this struggle too. We need to make sure say this struggle will be led by indigenous people. For Ambazonia and their constitution from the time we be there for Nigeria for 41 years till the constitution where the British people they began for we. Southern Cameroon nationality it can be based now on the paternal gene. That means if your papa come over Southern Cameroon, then you get right, automatic, natural right for become a citizen. Any refugee way if you don't come for Ambazonia, any person way na person way probably be a refugee where you come for Ambazonia, no so you be francophone, you're not an Ambazonia, because Ambazonia has never granted citizenship to refugees and La Republic they marquiza them or people where they be the wrong marquiza war, me then come for we. So if you've been talking to man inside Ambazonia, whether you be five generation or you be 10 generation, you are not an Ambazonia by natural birth. Your question about your nationality will be discussed later. You should know that. And in this struggle, if you are a francophone or francophone background, just earn your own level of supporting in supporting. Don't try to position yourself to take advantage and become the next Jongo Foncha. It will not happen. Not under our watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, we go come up for day. We will go for the great state of Bui. Finally, wait we will not understand for social media about the Bui Unity Warrior and the talks of reconciliation amongst our soldiers in Bui have finally come to reality. It is now legal. The Ambazonian Defense Forces Bui Brigade, led by Major General Capo, they then sit down together with a group of the former Bui Warriors soldiers led by Major General Maddock. They then finally put into writing. It then be sealed as a memorandum of understanding between the Ambazonian Restoration Forces led by General Maddock and the Ambazonian Defense Forces Bui Brigade led by Major General Capo. They then signed a document for Bui.
Revolutionary greetings to all the people of Ambazonians. Special greeting to Major General Maddock of Bui State. Special greeting to Major General Capo of Bui State and all the generals and the colonels, the captains presently, to come together with us here to understand that unity is the key to success. So we always say, together we stand, divided we fall. Present in front of me, I have Major General Maddock of the ARF, Amazonian Restoration Forces in Bui State. Major General Maddock, to sign a document who have come to a memorandum of understanding so that peace should be all over the 30 states of Ambazonia. Is the one signing presently. Thank you, sir. Okay, next, at the left side, is Major General Capo. Major General Capo of the Ambazonian Defense Forces signing the same document that have come with a memorandum of understanding so that peace should be within ourselves, so that we should love one another. Thank you, sir. Okay, besides, you can see, these are the generals, General Big Wocho, General Kungu, Colonel Wonyo, all of them are online. So, next coming, General Viper, all of them are here. So, we have come to one understanding because together we stand divided before.
So, way it mean, na say we could get a joint platform now, a collaborative platform called the Bui Unity Warrior, will be made up of the two major groups inside the great state of Bui, the Ambazonian Defense Forces Bui Brigade and the Ambazonian Restoration Forces Bui Unit led by General Maddock. This joint platform will be led by these two commanding officers, Major General Capo and Major General Maddock. They will be the commander of this brigade called, this joint platform called Bui Unity Warrior. All camps will protect each other and defend each other against internal and external attacks only for self-defense. This platform is not meant to counter any other group or to fight against any other group. The terms also states that each of the forces, the Bui Brigade of the ADF and the Bui Brigade of the ARF, can both continue to carry out their operations by themselves, but they will be working to carry out joint operations. When they carry out joint operations, those joint operations will be announced as actions carried out by the Bui Unity Warrior of the ADF and the ARF. If ARF forces under Maddock carry out operations and the ADF back them up or they are involved, it will be reported as an operation of the ARF with the backup from the ADF as the Bui Unity Warrior. The same will happen when the ADF carry out operation with participation from forces from the ARF. Every of the group is also at liberty to carry out their individual active operations without the involvement of the other, but collaboration will always be encouraged. Communication will be improved amongst the group. The leadership that represent both groups will also share a common platform where they will be pushing the code of conduct, supervising and overseeing the Bui Unity Warriors, and also in raising funds for joint operations. All funds raised under the name of the Bui Unity Warrior will be for joint operations, with the two commanding generals benefiting equally for their soldiers. We hope that this will be an inspiration for all other areas in Ambazonia to come together and fight a common enemy. We call on everybody to disregard those saboteurs and spoilers who seek to sabotage on the false basis and made up allegations, but for us to come together as it is important for our people and the international community to see this unity. We want to congratulate all those who have stepped in, especially Colonel Vela. I want to greet also Scandi Media and all the people, some of people we were not talking before, for we to be able to communicate and make sure say this thing it really happen in a tangible and a sustainable manner where it go last long. So long live the ADF, long live the ARF in Bui State under the Bui Unity Warrior platform or banner. We will continue to intensify our operation within the coming days, carrying out surgical operation while stabilizing our territory. War is not just chaos, it's not just noise. The resistance is intensifying, and our people, they need to be reminded, say it is not just a military component. This is a general uprising of our people as a people, not just as a force, but as a people. So every Monday goes down is sacrosanct. Our people must demonstrate to both La Republique, ourselves, and the international community. So we want separation and outright independence for our territory, the former British Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. We need to continue to boycott Cameroon product, in particularly the Brazzaville product, as a sign of our resistance against Cameroon imposition and Cameroon rule and domination of our territory. We need to continue to boycott and deny political participation, and consider any man will go against the will of the people for deny political participation by misrepresenting himself and our territory as a mayor, a senator, a parliamentarian, whatsoever, is considered a traitor and a collaborator to impose colonialism on our territory. We also need to continue to stop the economic exploitation by stopping all companies with the Cameroon government that they use them for exploit us, and all individuals where they run proxy companies like Dampolo for exploit our territory on behalf of Cameroon clique that rules that country and represent their state interests and their colonial master, also France, within our territory. We need to intensify all things for this area, and we will also intensify our surgical operation. We are in a guerrilla warfare to liberate our homeland. Let us continue. We also not yet complete the 100,000 bullet program being run directly by the Office of the President of the Ambazonia Governing Council. Please, if you have not yet made your donation, please try to reach out to Mama Wali. You have Lucas Asu, and we also have a new deputy in our financial department now, Mange, also who is in the United Nations. Congratulations to her. And we will continue to mobilize resources, bring discipline within our forces, protect our people against kidnapping for ransom and excesses during this chaos of war, and fight for be transparent and accountable for our people. In the midst of all what we have gone through, our people then be rest assured that there is a hope for a democratic system, respect for contracts, respect for law, as the ADF it don't continue, and the Ambazonia Governing Council it don't continue for be transparent, for be reliable, for be consistent with good practices and the respect of her engagement and her signatory in everything we do. God bless you all. Concerning the report card, we come from that defense institution, because of lack of time, in a special segment of a presentation will be done today that will focus on analyzing and giving that information translated for all of our country people, for all our territory, and even the one for the diaspora. God bless you now. Capo Daniel, signing off.
Bayane, Saliania, Bayane Junga.